What it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pilk. And now we talked earlier today about levels and things like that, and I really wanted to have a comprehensive discussion about what to do with all these levels. So let's go here to the exchange and tell you what I'm talking about. So if we go over here to other, and you go down here to the shadow metals, these are the metals that we've been acquiring over a certain period of time. And I might be lacking a few if I'm totally honest with myself. But at this point, you know, we've got enough that we can reasonably, even as a free-to-play player, get a couple units to level 100. So, for me, I've been thinking about it. And honestly, level 100 is an interesting prospect. But would it be more value to get a couple units to level 90 instead of level 100? Because every unit you take up to level 100, that's 2 units you can take to level 90. So I really want to more or less just have like an open discussion with myself and with you guys and kind of come to the decision, is it worth going to level 100, or is it better to get two units to level 90? Now, I do have some of the shadow coins that I haven't collected in my mission, so I do need to go do that here shortly. But for now, let's jump in. So when I ponder this, I only have one unit currently at level 90, and I was really going to get him to level 100 and try to figure it out from there. And that is, of course, this Bell. Now, Bell is rock solid. Absolutely one of the best units that you can possibly, the anniversary Bell, I mean, you could possibly get up to level 100. The only thing that worries me about this Bell is he is encroaching on a 6-month, he's basically encroaching on being 6 months old. And in a gacha, that can be ancient. Now, he does hold his own very well. In fact, one thing that this game has done pretty well is a lot of the very time-limited units that take a while to rerun tend to have a distinct amount of value for a distinct amount of time. This dude coming up on 6 months old, playing other gachas would be, I mean, the end of his lifespan. He'd need a new awakening. He needs something to keep him, you know, basically in the fold. But being that this game has progressed actually shockingly slowly on the, I guess for lack of a better way to put it, on the time-limited front, that does make me a little more willing to take him up to level 100. However, what does level 100 actually get me? Now, I've got one awakening on him. I got completely shafted on his banner. So, for me at the moment, I'm kind of debating, like, would it be better to put level 100 into a unit that I might have more awakenings in or something like that? Plus, I am collecting the gold. Or, sorry, the rainbow gems for him. I do have a bunch more that are just chilling in keys right now. I just haven't done the key exchange, and I really need to. But I've got like 6 or so of these just chilling in keys. So right now, I could upgrade another unit, or with these Festa units, I could actually upgrade him. The other kind of thought that I had here was perhaps, where is she? Giving Ryu an upgrade. Wherever Ryu went. Where? Oh, this is done by CP level. Hold on, let's do this by... Let's just reset everything here. There we go. So I have Hagni and Ryu right there. So Ryu doesn't have any awakenings either. I haven't really gone back into her banner at all. So the thought is maybe I could give her one of these awakenings and then get her up to level 90 as well. So let's go over here to Max. So at level 100, this would be her stats. That HP stat is through the roof. But what is her current value? Current value is not bad. 13k is not a bad stat. However, she would get an insane amount of HP. An insane amount. So let's see how much difference that is. I don't think HP makes it... Oh, it does make a little bit of a difference here. So at A0, her HP at max would be 16,000. Versus where I have her now, which is 13,000. So that's actually not that much of a jump. I would have to go crazy in order to get her up that high. So we got to keep that kind of in mind as well. So that's a thought. So we really need to compare apples to apples here. Likewise, see, current value, she's at level 80. So she would get a little boost at level 90. It'd be hard to say how much she would actually get without actually going in here, but I think we can surmise that at A0, if she's 16k here, probably, let's see, current value is 13k, so she'd probably be ranging around the 14 to 14.5k mark. So level 90 would be good. Level 100 would obviously be better, but would it be groundbreaking? Would it be enough to make me want to keep that going? Because then you also got to figure one of the other better units in the game right now is Artemis. Artemis is basically, I think she's a year old. I think she's, if not right at a year old, she's coming up on it. But you still see her run. In fact, let's go to Battle Arena real quick. You still see her run all the, that's the upgrade, that's not Battle Arena. Thank you very much. You see her run all the time in Battle Arena. Let's see. So right here, there's one right there. Ryu's up there, and then Otaro's another normal unit, and he's down here. Now, Otaro would be another great option for this, and I think arguably the best part about Otaro is that he's in the general pool. And notice he's down here with Artemis. So let's kind of break this down, right? I'm looking for 4 units. I'm looking for Festabel. I love Festabel. He's a great unit. Festa Ryu, we got one of her up there. Otaro, which we already have 2 of on 2 different teams, and Artemis. So let's do an update here, see what we get. So top team, I've got none of the above. Middle team, I've got none of the above. And the bottom team, I have, once again, Otaro and Artemis. So it's 3 Otaros, 2 Artemises. Let's update again. Top team, another Otaro. Middle team, another Ryu. And the bottom team is a Festabel. I didn't talk much about Alfrig. I think Alfrig's a unit that kind of fell off pretty quick. Probably one of the more forgettable Festas, if I'm totally honest here. But that, arguably, a lot of people have a lot of faith in Otaro. But don't get too excited, because notice that Otaro's level 80. How many people are really upgrading him? Now, as he upgrades, he's going to get tougher. He's going to become stronger. But notice 2 people here have increased their Festabel to level 90. I missed a Festabel count, didn't I? So it's 4 Otaros, 3 Festabels, 3 Artemises, and 2 Ryus now. So 4 units that I think are great candidates for that upgrade. But we haven't seen a level 100 yet. Now, in my video earlier today, we did see a level 100 Artemis, and she was a credible and honest and legitimate threat. So we have another Otaro and another Ryu. We do have another Artemis. So you kind of get the idea. Like, those 4 units are mainstays of... Now, that's specifically talking about Battle Arena, but also you gotta consider, like, Magic Stone Scramble, they're going to have about the same value and all of that. So that really does start to really appeal to me. Now, when I think about this, I also want to think about this as a free-to-play player. Now, while I have the ability, unlike most people, to spend a lot of money and to get my value out of it, but I do, as always with Danmemo, guys, I do like to place my thought process in the free-to-play realm. Because while there's quite a few people watching this that want me to whale and want me to spend lots of money and want me to go crazy, I know there's a lot of people out there watching this that want to know, where do I put my free-to-play funds? So I want to place myself in that mindset. Like, what should the free-to-play player be doing? And the honest answer is probably, honestly, as I'm looking at it here, Otaro might be one of your better options. Let me explain why I say that. So first things first, let's look at his stats here. Mine's level 80. I have him A3. I have enough funds I could get him up to max limit break. In fact, he probably would be one of the first units that I do that with. Especially considering Artemis is not... I don't think Artemis is general pool. No, she's time limited. So yeah, he would be a solid, rock solid choice for those upgrades. I could get, really right now, I could go get him to level 100 if I truly wanted to. But let's look at his stats first things first, okay? So at max, HP is crazy, 20,000, probably one of the highest that you'll find. Power is 520, but he is very slow, though his vitality and his HP make him an absolute hoss. Here's the deal, though. Will you get your value for money out of this? Sure, he'll be a survivor, but a really well-built team can take him down. Case in point. Let's go ahead and pull up my team here. And I know I'm focusing on Battle Arena, but Battle Arena is like the big PvP ranks. I think there is a strong argument. You know what? 2 Festas? Bet. I am going to go ahead and put Ryu at the front of this team because I do want her to face off against Otaro. But we're going to give this a shot here. I think Alfred will fall. I think Ryu's going to be a legitimate, credible threat. I'm going to put Hegni in the center because I kind of want Bell to go out there. The other half of this is Bell's going to special attack right out of the gate. And let's see what happens. He's level 90. Let's play this by ear. I don't have a lot of faith in this, but I do want to see how Otaro reacts because Ryu should be able to knock him back, and Ryu's going to be able to really face off. You know, I don't want to slant the game against me. I want to give you guys a realistic expectation here, but that is an A0 Ryu, so let's see how she fares. Oh, she took some damage. Of course, so did Hegni. But now the burn is implemented. Let's see how this plays out. A lot of defense. This is a full defense team. Hegni is gone. Bell is gone. And Ryu stands alone. But Ryu does have her... man, Ryu really is holding her own. Ryu is seriously holding her own. 3-on-1, I want to say. And it took that long for them to wipe her out. I did lose the fight, but it's 3 defensive units, and I'm sure all of them have limit breaks. So, value. And she's level 80. She's not level 90 at all. So, it's a legitimate thought. That one was heavily slanted against me, but I wanted to see how that played out. Let's walk away from this for the moment and have a little bit more of a discussions over here. So, honestly, after that battle, and I'll be honest, that's not an uncommon response. There might be a legitimate argument, maybe, for giving Ryu the level 90 treatment. There's a heavy argument for that. But the question then becomes, do I give Ryu level 90? And do I give Otaro and or even Artemis level 90, and then go into go to level 100 someone else? That becomes the question. So Bell's my next option for going level 100. Now, big downside to Bell is these upgrades are tough. These upgrades are hard, and he has not rerun in quite a bit of time. He might rerun an anniversary and a half. I'm gonna guess he probably will. But here's the deal. I showed you before, we got all those rainbow gems. I'm sitting on about 6 or 7 of them that I can farm up at a moment's notice. I probably need to do it before the month is out, in fact, so we will probably jump on that here shortly. But at 20 rainbow gems, he's a tough one to upgrade. Very tough. Versus, let's go down here to Artemis, who's a time-limited UR, but she's only 10. So literally, I could give her a limit break right now. Then we go down here to Otaro, wherever he went at. There he is. And he'll probably come back around at some point with the training camp. We could probably next time the training camp reruns, or time or two since the next time the training camp reruns, he'll get some bonds there. Plus, it only takes 10 rainbow gems to upgrade him. Or when it comes to the free to play, the base gacha banners and all that we talked about earlier today with the tickets, you can get him with the base ticket. Or I'm sitting on 2 free draws from the base pool, from the general pool. I can pull 2 of him out immediately, max him, and then get him up to level 90 or even level 100. So the question becomes, which one is more worthwhile? And there are a lot of other units in here, but I'm going to tell you right now, I do kind of feel like the biggest difference you'll get out of this will most likely be for Battle Arena. You'll get quite a bit in Magic Stone Scramble, but how many of us really run that on the regular? Be fair with yourself. And you will see a little bit of a benefit when you go down here into the Abyssal Exploration and especially United Final Battle. But is it enough of a difference? Story quest is never going to make a difference. Daily quest is never going to make a difference. the events, it'll make a little bit of a difference, and here it'll make a little bit of a difference. The biggest difference, overall, end-all, be-all, is going to be right here in Battle Arena. This is really the #1 place you will see a difference. Let's go ahead and upgrade this one time and see what else we get here. So we have the Festa Bell. We have, once again, Artemis and Otaro on the same team. That's very, very, very common. Which is funny because neither one of them get a boost from the anime. Notice that Artemis is level 100. Scary stuff. Challenge accepted, though. Let's see what level 100 Artemis does to our team. I'm sure it's going to be tragically bad. But, you know, Ryu could knock her back. Oh, but I really need Bell up there with Ryu. Oh, I need Bell and Ryu as a team is what I need. But that's okay. Let's see what happens here. Bell gets his special attack. You know, we're holding our own pretty well, all things considered. That is a level 100 ranged unit. And they are double teaming Ryu. Huh. And the nice part is, because the way Ryu's built, her kit gives her a lot of ult. Man, I wish I could see a detailed review of that unit. Well, now I just don't know where to go now. Now I just flat out don't know where I want to go with it. What do you guys think? Comments down below. What do you guys think? Do you think there's more value? And this is probably a conversation we should have on stream last night, unfortunately. Do you genuinely think there's more value in going full-on level 100 with one unit? Or do you think there's more value in having... Because, remember, let's go talk about the upgrades real quick one more time. And let's grab Ryu right here. If I take Ryu up to level 90, I need 5 of these and 5 of these. However, going up to level 100... Which, honestly, now I probably wouldn't do Bell. I would either do Ryu, Otaro, or Artemis, to be completely fair. I think Bell is substantial enough at level 90. Do you think, and sound off, because it's 10 of each. So you could get 2 units to level 90 for what you could do level 100. Do you think there's enough of a boost? And remember, the other thing to consider here, and the thing we didn't talk about, skill details. I want to emphasize here, at A1, level 90, remember these numbers, 900%, 78%, 15, 15.6, and 4%. Versus, that's at A1. If we go to max here, but we go down to A1, skill details on the super, that's at A5. A1, you're still 900%, 78%, 15, 15.6, and 4%. So your boost is only in the raw overall numbers. Your boost is only down here. It's not actually up there in the skills. And I forgot to mention that early on, but that is a consistent factor in the decision-making process. So I'm not going to make my decision today. I'm going to sit on this. I'm going to hear what you guys think in the comments. And I want you guys to actually think about this as a free-to-play player. Where would you rather go? Would you rather do 2 units to level 90 or 1 unit to level 100? Because that's the choices we've got. Now, right now, probably with all the resources in the game, you could probably have free-to-play if you fully farmed everything up, which I missed a couple. Naughty me. Right now, I could probably have 2 level 100s, maybe. Maybe. And if you wailed out, you could probably have 3 or 4. But it's still a very rare thing to have a level 100. Do you think it's worth to have 2 level 90s or 1 level 100? Or considering the number of resources in the game, like I've got Bell level 90, I could have a level 100 on top of that. So would it be better to have a level 90 of either Artemis or Otaro, or a level 100 of Artemis or Otaro, and a level 90 Bell and Ryu? Those are our options. Those are our choices. There are other options out there. There are other units to upgrade, but I think right now those are kind of the best options out there, at least that I have in my bin. There are a couple units that I've missed, unfortunately, and if you think that there are better candidates, I would love to hear you out. Comments are yours, guys. Sound off. Catch you again real soon for more danchro.